We will go next to the 3:30 Eastern time window. This game's on ESPN. It's the 15th ranked Missouri Tigers traveling to Nashville to take on the Vanderbilt Commodores. They are ranked 10th. College Game Day will broadcast live from Nashville. It's the first time Vandy has hosted College Game Day since 2008. That is very impressive, by the way, to think what this game means to the college football landscape, to the college football playoff landscape. Could this serve as an elimination game in the college football playoff? Possibly. You can make that case. Both teams right now 6-1, 2-1 in the SEC. Vanderbilt has had a storybook season under head coach Clark Lee. To be sitting at number 10 in the Associated Press poll, the program has not been there in nearly 80 years. Just think about that for a minute. Nearly 80 years since they've been in the top 10 of the AP poll. And then Missouri, Eli Drinkwitz, they're number 15 in the country, and they just continue to sustain success. That was a good, hard-fought double overtime win at Auburn last week, 23-17. The quarterback matchups, Bo Pribula for Missouri, taking on what might be one of the best players in college football, regardless of position, the quarterback for Vanderbilt, Diego Pavia. Question number one, who will win time of possession in this game? Now, the Missouri Tigers are number 4 nationally in time of possession. They control the ball for over 34 and a half minutes per game. And we know that for Vanderbilt to win football games, they really put a huge emphasis on time of possession. They want to shorten the game. They want to lean on you. They want to be efficient with 4 and 5 yard plays. They're not worried about hitting the big chunk yardage because they don't want to overexpose their defense to extended snap plays that they're going to have to defend. So they possess the ball 31 minutes and 45 seconds in the game. So that's a little bit skewed too when you look at just how badly Bama dominated them in time of possession. But if you look, Vanderbilt's recipe is they want to possess the ball for 34, 35 minutes in the game. That's exactly what Missouri does as well. So whoever wins time of possession really has a chance, more than maybe any other game this season, to win the game. Time of possession used to not matter. In this game, it does. Question number 2, can Missouri continue to lean on the running game? Now, they are a top 7 offense in the country when it comes to running the football. They average about 250 a game, just under. And the focal point of this rushing attack is Ahmad Hardy. He's been fantastic. He's gone for nearly 850, 11 touchdowns through 7 games. And the offensive line's done a really good job of creating some movement. I think their backs are really good at finding lanes. They're really good at breaking tackles. And it allows the Tigers kind of control the football and to methodically wear down the opposing defense. Now, Vanderbilt's run defense, they're pretty good. Now, I don't think a lot of people know this, but they're top 12 in the country and allow less than 100 yards a game on the ground. So they're very stout against the run, and they're very aggressive with some of the pressure packages that their defensive coordinator, Stephen Gregory, has installed. They want to attack. They want to go after you. They don't just sit back and just react. This is a defense that is designed to dictate what goes on along the line of scrimmage. And this philosophy is well represented with their negative play rates. These guys play behind the opponent's line of scrimmage. They're top 12 in tackles for loss. They're top 22 in sacks. They are constantly applying pressure, and they're constantly creating disruption. So it's going to be very important for Missouri to stay on schedule and to establish the run early. Question 3, will Vanderbilt's offense stay on schedule? Now, their entire offensive identity is remarkably efficient. They also are really good at finishing drives. They are right now still number 1 in college football when it comes to offensive efficiency. That's incredible. They're number 8 in scoring offense. They score over 41 points a game. The thing about this, though, is they are really good on third down. It's not often when you're sitting watching Vanderbilt and they're sitting in 3rd and 12, 3rd and 14, 3rd and 18. Like, they want to make it manageable. They want to get to 3rd and 2 and 3. That's where they can decide, well, we can run it or throw it. When they get into those manageable situations, it's a lot easier on the offensive coordinator. That's why they convert it nearly 56%. It's the second best in all of college football on third down, and allows them to lean on those long, clock-draining drives that ultimately wear down the opponent's defense and maximize their scoring opportunities on every possession. And they're going against a defensive coordinator in Corey Batoon that's been top 5 in total defense. They are really good. They're excellent against the run. They're in the top 3. They've done a great job so far this year in shutting down the opponent's rushing attack. That is the cornerstone of what they want to be defensively. They want to make teams one-dimensional. If they can force you into predictable, long yardage situations, that's when their edge rushers can capitalize on obvious passing situations. Question 4, how will Missouri's passing attack fare against a gettable secondary? Now, Missouri's OC, Kirby Moore, his background is all about explosive, high-volume passing attacks. That's what he did when he was back at Fresno State. Well, he's adjusted now. And his quarterback, Bo Pribula, very effective manager of the game. He is a guy that I think does a really good job of creating with his legs, buying time, and doing some different things to make the defense struggle. However, he does turn the ball over from time to time. So he's going to have to be very smart when it comes to pitching it around the yard because it's an opportunistic defense. But the secondary in one-on-one matchups, that can be an area in which Missouri, they can exploit that group from time to time. Question 5, can Diego Pavia be contained? Maybe the biggest question of the game. I mean, even against Bama, he wasn't contained. I mean, this guy is a dual threat. He is the unquestioned heart and soul of this team. He is the engine of Tim Beck's imaginative, run first, triple option type of scheme. And right now he has 1,500 passing yards, and he also is the leading rusher on the team as well with nearly 440 on the ground. But what makes him difficult to defend is how he extends plays. He can make throws on the run. He can execute what appears to be a pretty complex system with pre-snap motions and misdirection. It's just a very difficult offense to defend, in large part due to his comfort level running it. Now, Missouri's defense, they have a really good secondary, one of the best in college football, top 15 in the country when it comes to pass yards game given up. But it's their edge defenders that are a huge problem. Damon Wilson and Zion Young, those two guys on the edge, you better account for them. They can be all over the place. You got to find those two guys. If you don't, you could have some big problems. And they also have a great second level defender in Josiah Trotter. Question number 6, who will win the turnover battle? Vanderbilt enters a +4 turnover margin. They're a team that's careful with the football and opportunistic on defense. And the one game they lost this year, that was against Bama. Diego Pavia threw a pick in the red zone. He also fumbled in the red zone. He doesn't do those two things, it might have been a different outcome down there in Tuscaloosa. With Missouri, on the other hand, they are -2 in the turnover margin. That's a bit of a reoccurring issue. They got to be better when it comes to protecting the football, especially against an opportunistic defense. I'm going to take Vanderbilt. I think they're the more complete football team. I think they're playing at a ridiculously high level, and I trust their quarterback a little bit more than I do the Missouri Tigers.